Hey guys, what's up? New patch has been released for Dota 2 7.35D and I've just booted up the game. Hero bans have changed. Ban heroes before entering matchmaking. Nominate up to 4 heroes to ban on the heroes page and at least one will be banned every match. Set them once or change them anytime. Alright, let's ban Morphling. So we click here. Morph. Who else do we want to ban? I don't want to ban the heroes that I'm going to use, so let's see, who else do I want to ban? Lifestealer is in the meta, but I've not seen him quite much. Who else is annoying? I guess let's add Thinker. Let's add Odie. Odie's always annoying. Never been a time when it was not annoying. And Puck. These are my bans. Right. Let's read it. What are the changes? Excuse me. First let's read what they have written over here in the blog post kind of thing. Gameplay patch 7.35D and matchmaking features. We have just released gameplay patch 7.35D. Chen had it coming, and with it a new set of features. Matchmaking hero ban rework. Okay, just give me a moment. Alright, let's continue. Over the last year or so, we've taken a number of visible actions against users of third-party cheats. As we investigate each cheat, we're primarily focused on understanding what they're doing and how we can track and stop it. But while we're doing that, we also asked ourselves why some cheaters feel compelled to use these tools in the first place. The most common explanation is to get an unfair advantage, which obviously runs counter to the desire of the Dota community and the sense of competitiveness and fairness at its heart. Even so, sometimes there are still things we can learn and use to improve the Dota experience for everyone, or at least everyone who hasn't been banned for cheating. Pre-game hero bans here an example of this. Many cheats last year focused on getting an advantage during the 10-second hero ban phase at the start of each game. We stepped back to look at the original goals of this phase, letting players express a preference for what heroes they didn't want to play against, but without creating scenarios where players with small hero pools get permanently locked out. Looked at some data and asked if there was a way we could better serve these goals while solving other problems at the same time. Okay, that is actually pretty smart take, and for me personally, I usually have a small hero pool too, number one, and number two, I usually miss out banning any hero at all. Usually I'm drinking water, setting up music, doing whatever, or just even staring at the hero screen, but I don't ban. It happens way more than you would think. And I think that there are many people who also miss banning heroes in the ban phase. So yeah, we've already gone through this. I've added the heroes that I wanted to ban. Let's continue. With today's update, we've removed the start of the match ban phase. That actually makes it much easier for most people. I mean, I think most people would miss out this feature and this update, and they would like skip banning anyone. That's what I would think. They would be like, they would just remove the ban feature altogether. So I hope that this update video reaches to them or any other, so they can understand that how these bans work. They have to ban from the hero list. With today's update, we remove the start of the match ban phase and replace it with the ban preference stored with your account. If you load the heroes tab, you can select the 4 heroes you don't want to see in your games. You're guaranteed when you join a matchmaking game that at least one of them will be banned. You can change your list of banned heroes whenever you want. If you leave some ban slots empty, it's possible the empty slot will be selected as your ban hero. In other words, there's no advantage to leaving slots empty. Yeah, if you ban only PA and do not put anything over here. So it doesn't increase the chances of PA being banned. It wouldn't be like, oh, we got three times more chance to ban PA. That's not how it's gonna work. This new system addresses a number of problems the previous system had. You can't forget to ban. Yep, exactly. You don't have to learn that sometimes suggested bans are ignored by the team. You're not on a tight clock to make a stressful decision that in the end most players make same way almost all the time. As an added bonus, it also makes targeted bans impossible. Whether those bans are against known personalities or random players in a pub match for which you've looked up data. Yeah. So if you know the name of this guy picks only Puck or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna ban Puck against him all the time, so you can't do that. You cannot use third-party things to help with that anymore because, well, you don't have an ability to ban after you've gotten in a game with them. So that's pretty cool. I like that change quite a lot. That is pretty good and smart. So far, impressive. What I've read. Some game modes, Captain Mode, Captain Draft, Ability Draft, and Turbo either didn't have a pre-game ban phase or already had non-standard ban rules. These modes are unchanged. Dota Plus pre-match Matchmaker analytics. Millions of Dota players interact with the Matchmaker every day, and every single one has different priorities when looking for a game. Some prefer to get into a match as quickly as possible and are willing to accept a higher skill variance in the game or to save some time. Others want every match to be perfectly balanced and are willing to wait longer for the best chance at the closest games. Other players care less about the skill level of the other players and much more about the personality and behavior in game. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, times 4. This is all right and correct. We've long wanted to build a feature to let players find the matches that better align with their individual preferences. Early attempts ran into two main problems. First, while players are good at describing their preferences to other people, they aren't necessarily good at describing their preferences as input to a complex global matchmaking algorithm. I value skill variance 13% higher than the average player. How can we create tools that let players express their preferences naturally and directly? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a challenge for them to accomplish. Second, changes to the matchmaker affect all Dota players, so we tend towards caution. Yep. That is true. The matchmaker is always trying to strike a balance between individual player preferences and the health of a Dota as a whole. Yeah, but removing Dota Battle Pass was a cap though. That was, I don't think you were thinking about all Dota players at that point. Well, you kind of were though, in a way, because most players don't buy the Dota Battle Pass. Only small percentage of them buy Dota Battle Pass, and only even smaller percentage of those people who bought Dota Battle Pass that increasingly buy high levels of the pass or gift the Dota Battle Pass to other friends. If matches of Dota are bad, whether because of wild skill gaps or poor player behavior, that's bad for a Dota community as a community. If every match is perfect but takes 3 hours to form, that's bad too. Yes, absolutely agree. Whoever wrote this is a smart individual, man. If they are personally facing it, or if they have been assigned a task to communicate what the other developers are facing the problem, it's very well written, I would say. It's a little bit more serious tone, and I don't mind it, because before they were a little bit, jolly, a little bit humorous. But now it's a bit to the point tone and very direct. I like it. It's cool. It's cool, especially after this weight. A joking tone wouldn't feel right, personally, I would say, because everyone is really upset about the delay. So let's read it. New matchmaker features available to everyone at once, risk breaking the matchmaker. And if we break the matchmaker, we break Dota. How can we ship new matchmaking features and learn how they work in practice while keeping the risk to Dota as a whole low? Don't tell me it's Dota Plus feature only, because oh my god. Is it? Oh, DOTA Labs. Alright then. But it says Dota Plus too. Within the new experimental umbrella of DOTA Labs and initially limited DOTA Plus, we're shipping a first pass of a feature that Dota players have been asking us forever. When you find a match in Dota, Dota Plus will present some information about how the matchmaker evaluated the match, like an estimate of skill range and player behavior score. You'll have a chance to accept that match, a requeue, to wait for a match that's better for you and your current preferences. We were careful when building this feature to make sure that any information included would enable players to express individual preferences about what kinds of matches they prefer, but not grant a competitive advantage of any kind. The new dialog can tell you that the skill variance of players in a match is high or low, but not whether you and your team are on the high end or the low end. Yeah, interesting. Why is this a Dota Labs feature? The only way to know for sure how millions of Dota players are going to interact with the feature is to ship it. Wow, that is based, man. These statements are just so true and right and well put. I like it. So that's what we're doing. We've done extensive modeling, but there's still real risk here. We may be wrong about how players will use this feature or how it will affect the overall matchmaking experience in Dota. We don't want to let those fears that we might be wrong to stop us from doing something that may benefit millions of Dota players. Holy base, dude. Who is this guy? Who is making these decisions? It's so right. So good, so smart, and so much in-depth thinking of consequences for most players in a vast scale. Wow. Like, not narrow-minded thinking, not tunnel visioning, but thinking Dota in a broad sense. And that is pretty cool, man. I like it. So we're shipping this as an experiment. We're shipping it inside Dota Plus limit access, and accordingly limits the risk of Dota as we learn about how everyone interacts with it. As with the other Dota Labs feature, time and feedback will tell whether it grows or changes or get retired. But again, it's behind Dota Plus, though. Then should be Dota Labs feature alone. Again, messing with matchmaking and putting it behind a paid feature is kind of pay to win, right? Even if giving not a real advantage but supposed advantage in any way, even if it's not a real advantage, yeah, even if it's an advantage that you may feel that you have by subscribing to Dota Plus, is just not the right thing to do, especially in ranked games. And that's how most people are, going to have any kind of meaningful advantage with this. All right, onward. We know many of you are looking forward to Crownfall, and we're looking forward to getting it into your hands. We're wrapping things up and expect to release in mid-April. We'll see you then. Finally, dude, whoever wrote this is also cool, man. Just give us a time. Give us the month. We're gonna wait 10 years, man. But don't say like, oh, in any of the 10 years we're gonna ship it. That sucks, dude. Just say in the 8th year, in the 8th month, in the 7th hour of the 3rd week. Just say that, I mean, you don't have to be that precise, but just saying April is just much better than anything else. So let's get to 7.35D gameplay update. Let's see what the changes are there. So far, everything seems good. General bonus experience from stacking neutral camps decreased from 30% to 25%. Mud Golem gold bounty decreased by 3. Gold bounty for Satyr Mind Stealer decreased by 2. Item updates. Avatar cooldown increased from 90 seconds to 95 seconds. Black ink bar. Man, did we really need to nerf? Did we need another nerf to BKB? I just wonder about that. Like any nerf. That is just weird. Divine Rapier damage bonus decreased from 350 to 100. What? Why? No longer provides 25% spell application by default. Now can be toggled between two modes. One provide additional 250 damage. Another provides 25% spell amplification. And cooldown is 6 seconds. Oh my god, dude. I guess I can use it with Invoker, but it doesn't. Man, that is a big nerf. Either and or. Yeah, if you're a carry, you may like this. If you're playing Invoker, you may like this or any other spell based. But this ruins the whole PA build because PA benefited from this and this to be as effective as it was. Eye of Skadi was the shit tier item. They really need to buff it. Eye of Skadi, health bonus increased from 220 to 250. Mana bonus increased to 220 to 250. Almost insignificant changes. Helm of the Dominator. Dominate now grants the caster the gold bounty of the dominated creep. Helm of the Overlord. Dominate now grants the caster the gold bounty of the dominated creep. Javelin. Pierce proc chance decreased from 30% to 25%. Maelstrom. Chain Lightning proc chance decreased. And now the same for Kleppner and Mjolnir. Man, why though? That is so bad. This was the only thing good on, for example, Faceless Void. 5% decrease in that. It's just too bad. Magic Stick energy charge cooldown increased from 13 seconds to 17 seconds. Energy charge cooldown increased from 13 seconds to 15 seconds for Magic Wand. Manta Style Mirror Image cooldown increased from 30 seconds to 34 seconds. Null Talisman mana regen bonus increase. Yeah, it was nerfed way too badly. Now the mana regen is good. It's pretty good. Plebeian Stab mana regen bonus decreased from 1.25 to +1. Orchid Malevolence mana regen bonus decreased from 3.5 to 3.25. Intelligence bonus decreased from 12 to 10. And Soul Burn mana cost increased from 100 to 125. And same with the Bloodthorn, I guess. From 15 to 10, and Soul Rend mana costs 100 to 125. Plasma Witchblade Intelligence as damage per second decreased from 100% to 75%. That's a big nerf. 25%. Revenant's Bruise. Phantom Province can no longer apply critical strikes when enabled. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Can no longer apply critical. I mean, that nerf to the rapier was big enough. We did not need another nerf this severe. Like, this is only for PA mainly. It's not for anyone else. That is just so bad. This item was so bad already. Then they buff it too much. And then once they do this, it is so bad again for most carries. Damn. So the build is dead. Officially, the build is dead. Back to Nullifier again, I guess. Shadow Blade, Shadow Walk duration increased from 14 to 17 seconds, and Shadow Walk duration increased from 14 to 17 seconds. Neutral item updates: Royal Jelly, consume restoration duration decreased from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. Consume health mana region per charge increased from 2 to 2.5. Consume mana region per charge increased from 1 to 1.25. Crossbow bonus attack range decreased from 100 to 75. Light Collector movement speed bonus decreased from 10% to 5%. Unlocked Unclouded health and mana regen bonuses reduction when near trees increased from 50% to 75%. It needs a buff. Doubloon when in mana mode, mana regen bonus increased by 50%. When in health mode, health regen bonus increased by 50%. From 5 to 7.5, 2.4 to 3.75. It's pretty good. It's good now. Ancient Operation, mana cost decrease for the cold feet. From 1 to 5 to 110 to 1 to 5. Arc Warded. Level 10. Talent health decrease from 250 to 200. And talent 20. Magnetic field cooldown reduction from 8 seconds to 7 seconds. Batrider Flame Break damage per second increased from 10 to 40 to 25 to 40. Burn duration decreased from 5 seconds to 2 to 5 seconds. Level 15 talent, Flaming Lasso, cooldown reduction decreased from 10 seconds to 7 seconds. And Beastmaster Inner Beast bonus attack speed increased from 10 to 40 to 10 to 46. Bloodseeker base agility increased by 2. Self-healing is now classified as lifesteal and is amplified by lifesteal amplification. That is pretty big. So Sanj and Yasha is just much better now. Or Sanj and Kaya if you're going the Aghanim Scepter build. Centaur Warrunner Hoof Stomp damage decreased from 90 to 300 to 70 to 280. And level 10 talent health regen decreased from +5 to +4. Chaos Knight Reality Rift cast range increased even further from 550 to 700 to 600 to 750. That's pretty big. Chaos Strike Creep damage multiplier increased from 1.9 to 2x. Okay. Trinity nerf. Movement slow decreased from 12 to 36% to 12 to 30%. And Divine Favor bonus armor decreased from 12 to 24 to 9 to 18. Not severe nerf, I would say. Decent nerf, I would say. Yeah. Clockwork, now 50% of the mana burn is added to the damage. Interesting. Estimated mana cost increase for the Cyclone clone, 50 to 150. That's pretty costly. Dark Willow roaming duration increased from 5 to 5.5 seconds. I think 5 seconds is already long. Oh no, it's Bedlam. I thought it was the second spell. My bad. Disruptor slow duration increased from 0.1 to 0.4 second to 0.4 second at all levels. That is pretty good for early game. Dragon Knight illusion no longer apply dragons on hit effects if they have reverted back to melee form. Corrosive breath debuff duration decreased from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. He got the Maze Slayer treatment. Level 15 talent decreased from 400 health to 300 health. Drow Ranger. Cooldown decreased from 24 to 18 seconds to 24 to 15 seconds. And the talent multi-shot cooldown reduction decreased from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Wow, Drow is a pretty, I think, A tier carry right now. Earth Spirit Rolling Boulder. Damage increased from 30 to 60. Ember Spirit base Char restore time decreased from 38 to 35 seconds. I see Faceless Void, he needs a buff. He's really weak right now. Slow per cooldown decreased from 10% to 7 to 10%. The mana cost increased from 60 to 90 to 75 to 90. Wow, you just made it even worse. You already nerfed second spell earlier pretty badly, and now they nerfed it even again. Wow, yikes. Hoodwink, level 10 talent Bushwhack, cooldown reduction decreased from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. Kunkka, talent torrent damage knockup duration decreased from 30% to 25%. Leshrac, level 20 talent plus Nova damage decreased from 40 to 35. Lich Frost Shield damage rescale from 20 to 50 to 18 to 60. And Chain Frost can now select the Ice Spire as the initial target. That's cool. Lifestealer, Rage, movement speed bonus. Yeah, he was also A tier carry. So deserving nerf. Rage, movement speed bonus decreased from 9 to 18%, 6 to 15. Infest Aghanim Scepter, cast range bonus decreased from 350 to 250. Yeah, that's good. That's fair. Nothing too severe. Cast rate decreased for open wounds to 800 to 600. Yes. Mars, Arena Blood cooldown increased from 90 seconds to 100 seconds to 90 seconds. And level 15 talent, God's Rebuke cooldown reduction decreased from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. Medusa, level 15 talent, Split Shot damage penalty reduction decreased from 10% to 8%. Mirana base movement speed decreased from 290 to 285. Naga Siren, level 10 talent Riptide damage decreased from 25 to 20. Necrophos, level 10 talent Heartstopper aura stack duration increased from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. And level 10 talent Reaper's Sight cast rate increased from 100 to 125. Level 15 talent Death Pulse heal increased from 40 to 50. Pangolier's Swashbuckle strike count decreased from 4 to 3, and damage per strike increased from 25 to 85 to 30 to 120. Primal Beast Onslaught damage decreased from 90 to 360 to 75 to 360. And Uproar Aghanim Scepter damage per line decreased from 100 to 85. Puck needs a nerf, I think. Aghanim Shard no longer increases enemy search range by 200. Yeah. And Dream Coil Aghanim Scepter attack speed decreased from 100% of Puck's attack speed to 90%. That's fair. Sand King base 7 increased by 6. Strength gain decreased from 2.7 to 2.3. Shadowfield mana cost decreased from 75 to 90 to 75. That's pretty decent, especially in the early phase. Silencer, Graves of Wisdom, Intelligence, Steel increased from 1 to 3 to 1 to 4. Snapfire, Scatter, Blast, Attack, Slow, Movement Slow, and Slow Duration are now also increased by 50% at point blank range. Fire Snap, Cookie, Projectile Speed increased from 1100 to 1200. Seven base armor decreased by 1. Yikes. That's the classic treatment, man. That's the classic. Techies, Sticky Bomb cooldown increase from 13 to 7 seconds to 16 to 7 seconds. Temper Assassin Melt bonus damage increase from 80 to 230 to 80 to 260. Terror Blade Reflection damage decreased from 55 to 100% to 40 to 100%. Not very significant, I would say. Less cancer or less terrible to deal with in the early phase if you have enemy Terror Blade spamming you while you're playing anti-mage, something like that. Radius decreased from 500 to 400. Timber Saw, Timber Chain damage decreased from 60 to 210 to 50 to 185. And reactive armor from 15 to 42 to 12 to 42. Tinker, cast range increased from 650 to 700 to 850. Base armor increased by 2. Now he's a proper, legit support. Legit. You can spam defense metrics on your allies and just be very useful. I have actually experienced that. Tinker's being good with the defense metrics already. But now with even more range, this is insanely good. You can just spam shield from a long distance and then refresh and spam shield again. Tiny Tree Grab bonus damage decreased from 20 to 35 to 14 to 35. Troll Warlord Fervor Aghanim Shard max stack bonus decreased from 4 to 3. Underlord, a lot of changes here. Maybe. Aghanim Scepter no longer slows the enemy movement by 40%. Aghanim Scepter now increases the radius by 100. Atrophy Aura bonus damage per creep increased from 2 to 8 to 3 to 9. And level 15 talent 75 Pit Malice AoE replaced with Pit Malice slows by 30%. Decent buffs, I guess. Ursa, Overpower, Slow Resistance Rescale from 15 to 30% to 10 to 40%. A little bit more stronger later on. Cool. Void Spread, damage increased from 100 to 340 to 120 to 360. And the last Weaver, Gemini Attack in damage increased from 20 to 65 to 25 to 70. So that's pretty much it, guys, for patch 7.35D and the update blog post that they did to tell us about what they have in mind, what they were thinking, and when the patch will be released. The next patch will be released, the Crownfall update, in April. Okay? So we've finally got a date, and it's April. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like and subscribe for more future Dota 2 update videos. Yeah. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. As always, take care of yourself and have yourself a damn good one. Peace.